There is this guy by the name Carlos Cipolla from Italy. This guy wrote 5 laws of stupidity. And one of his laws, actually the first law, states that everyone underestimates the number of stupid people. Or in other words, in my own interpretation, most intelligent people, they don't fail because they don't know, but they fail because they underestimate the power of stupidity. And again, I think you've heard of this saying that the difference between humans and animals is that the animals cannot choose the most stupid animal to lead them. And there is this discussion which I've seen it on social media platform where someone might do a video or maybe on the comment section. The AI is going to take over software development job. And this is kind of a discussion that creates a heated conversation on those platforms. And I felt it's good we have a talk about it. And in case maybe you are in this industry, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Whether you have a background in the field of IT, you went to university, college, did your diploma degree that relates to field of IT, or maybe you are a self-taught software developer. What are your thoughts on AI? Yeah? Do you think it's going to take over software development industry? Because the gospel is spreading like wildfire, and I think you don't want to fail because you underestimated. So, let me share my thoughts, because when you hear people saying that you need to learn a skill, you need to learn how to use AI, it all touches the field of IT. I've never heard of someone saying that you need to learn a skill to become a doctor, to start treating people. It has never happened. But IT skills nowadays, they look like, or IT profession looks like a simple thing that even once you are done, or maybe masomo imekulemea, still you can join and start minting money. Just learn something small and you're good to go. So that's why I was asking your thoughts on this, so you can share it on the comment section as I share mine. One thing is that the IT or software development is not that easy, and I would like to share the way forward in terms of, if you're in the profession, how you can make sure you are secure, even if these tools are going to exist, how you are going to secure your jobs. Because there is one thing you cannot assume if you've been in the industry. Most of our clients, they don't care what kind of tool that you're going to use, whether you are using WordPress, whether you are generating your code using ChatGPT or any other AI tool, or maybe let's say maybe like for graphic design, whether you're using Canva, or maybe whether you're using Adobe or CorelDRAW like me. So most of the clients, they don't care what kind of tool you're using, so long as you can get the job done, they are okay with it, and be within their budget, which it means they are to the best budget of them, that is the lowest or maybe the most affordable to them, then they're okay with it. And I have seen many people who have joined the industry. They don't have any prior knowledge, they don't have any certificate, diploma, or degree that relates with the field of IT, and they have managed to secure a good share of market, and they are doing well. That is something that you cannot ignore. So, what are my thoughts? My thoughts is that maybe if you've been in the industry, this pressure is coming, whether you are self-taught or whether you have a background in the field of IT. The pressure is going to pile up to both of, or to all of us, for that matter. That's what am I saying. So what are you supposed to do? We as software developers, we normally have the upper hand. The upper hand to still succeed in this field. So you don't have to lose hope. Why am I saying this? Because as a software developer, you normally start with the basic. In any profession, like any area of the IT, you need to have the basics, like just understanding of packages like Word, Excel, because you'll need to write documentation. Definitely, you use MS Word or reports. You also need to format some data, like in Excel. You might need to format some data, manipulate the data before you upload it to your systems and so forth, like CSV to maybe converting to MySQL and so forth. There are several things that you need. So you cannot ignore the basics. Then after that, now you start how to code, like it can be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, maybe Angular, Vue, any of those front end, whatever tools. Once you're good in that, you'll need to understand how to now work with the backend. Backend, you can choose either HTML. Sorry, the HTML. Well, I want to hack NASA with HTML. Sorry. Now you can use maybe like Node, which is JavaScript. You can use Python. You can use PHP. Any of those, you can choose the one that you feel like you can use. Then after that, you can also learn those non coding tools like WordPress. It's something that I did. You can also learn how to use Wix and any of those tools, and also how to generate code using AI. It's another thing that's makes you have added advantage. Then you also need to learn how to create a database, the database design. You might, in most cases, I normally find or I normally meet most of the developers who are good in either HTML, CSS, JavaScript, even React. They are good in creating a very nice front end. But now when it comes to the backend, in terms of the just the backend itself and the database design, especially database design, that's where most people normally get the challenge. Like for example, if it's you're handling like a multi-user login kind of privileges and so forth, which touches on different privileges. This is something that gives many or young guys or young developers a challenge, and that's why I suggest once you are good in front end and the back end, database design is something which is it counts a lot. It plays a big role when it comes to designing your system or creating your system. If you have a bad database design, then your system is going to have so many issues. But if you can sort that, then the better. Then after that, we have got the internal APIs, how you handle that, security, how you need to secure your system. Then this is where you find that most graduates, by the time they graduate, they are good in front end, back end, they can design the database. But now they don't know how to host their system or deploy their systems. So deploying is something which is simple, like people don't know where to buy the domain, how to do the hosting. So I normally suggest that it's good you start with the basic. Like for example, you need to learn how to use maybe the shared hosting. You can go to, after that you can advance. By the time you have served with a client using shared hosting, when you get to the VPS, at least is where you are handling a system which is generating a good money. So because most of the VPS are paid on monthly basis. Then after that, if you, in case maybe you need a faster kind of hosting like cloud services, we normally have AWS, which is one of the best in terms of performance, but a little bit expensive. We have got Microsoft Azure, which is something that you can use. And also you need to learn version control, to learn about GitHub and a few other things. So that is the foundation that most of the software developers who are in the industry, maybe if you've launched several projects, is something that you've been doing and you're good in that. But now, this discussion of AI being able to generate source code very fast, or maybe non-coding tools which can create complex systems within a very short time, and people who don't have prior knowledge in the field of IT, they are able to use the tools and do these kind of jobs and make money out of it. It's what scares most of the people. And as I said, I have something for you, at least on how you can secure yourself. Because one thing that you need to know is that AI is not a tool that is going to take over your software development job. Sometimes I can say, like as I said on my previous video of security, you cannot secure what you don't know. The same way, if you're using AI to generate codes, you cannot generate codes of what you don't know they are doing. So you have to be specific. So to you, you'll find that it's a upper hand because you already worked with just coded from scratch, we used to use a Stack Overflow and so forth to debug our codes and so forth. But nowadays, the AI can assist you to debug very fast. Again, the AI, it is kind of a tool that increases your production. Now you'll be able to handle multiple projects at the same time. Like for example, I can work on 3 projects at the same time and be able to meet clients' needs because the AI is there to help me. Now, after that, because most of the clients, they have stagnated at that level where you are able to create the crude system, create, read, that is crude system. We normally mean that is create, read, update, and delete. Such kind of system. Most of the systems are like that. So you need to advance your skills by being able now to make the kind of system that you develop. You should give it the ability to communicate with other external or its environment. Like for example, if it's a point of sale, if it's an e-commerce, it needs to be integrated with things like M-Pesa. You need to work with other external APIs, like it can be geocoding APIs. Maybe if you are creating a tour and travel kind of systems, you need to work with other flights API, or maybe it can be booking APIs, those kind of APIs. Also, for those who normally receive payments, you can work with the banking APIs. Those are the surrounding that revolves around that kind of system that you're creating. And most of the software developers, so long as they are able to create a crude system which can generate a report and it is hosted, they normally stagnate at that point. So just know that you now need to give your system the ability to communicate with other external APIs, with other systems for that matter. So that's why I normally offer master classes for M-Pesa integration, banking integration. We have got KRA, we have got geocoding APIs, I have got SMS, I have got so many other kind of external APIs that you'll find that by the time you get out of university, just be able to know how to host and how to integrate your system with other external APIs. And by doing that, at least you'll advance to a level where you find that you are able to create complex systems. But now these systems has been accumulating, is able to collect data from different sources, be it a point of sale, be it what. Now, this is where now you need to focus on, because the future of software development, it is based on this. That is, the data that comes in, you are able to manipulate it. So you are good in SQL, or yes, you are good in SQL, and you have some skill in maybe Excel and so forth. Now, this data, this data is what forms the foundation of AI, because AI without data, it cannot work. So in AI, you need to know how to use data, manipulate data, and be able to get the insights of the data. And that's where data science comes in. And once you get to understand how to manipulate data, now you'll be able to create machine learning algorithms. So in case maybe you had a school system, the school system can be able to check the assignment that the teachers have uploaded, and you can create an algorithm, a machine learning algorithm that can be able to generate questions for the students automatically without your whatever. Again, if it is a circle system that you developed, you have the data. So this data can be able to help the loan approvals very fast, because with time it can be able to learn, check the credit score, because sometimes most of these loan apps that we normally interact with, some of them we normally give them even the authorization to check our M-Pesa statements. So that's why sometimes unaweza pata credit yako M-Pesa account yako inasema 0, and then the moment imeenda wameona umeshamaliza kufuliza, you also get another message where you find that wanakwambia you can get a loan from here, because they have checked, they have been monitoring your transaction without your knowledge. So software developer, for your future to be good, you need to learn the data science and machine learning skills, so that you can create more intelligent system. That's what I mean by that. So with that, now you'll find that you have placed the bar a little bit higher, to a point that for those guys who are joining the industry without any prior knowledge, for you it will be more advantageous. At least ile experience yenye umekuwa ukipata, it has been helping you to grow to greater heights. Then from there, that's where you find that now people now start changing roles. Someone might choose to go to the cloud computing, because just for quite some times you have been deploying several projects alone. With the time now, you'll find that there are new areas which you can start learning, getting to know how you can configure servers through that, interaction with the VPSs and so forth, then getting to hosting complex systems on cloud like AWS or maybe Microsoft Azure, getting to interact with these cloud services which has got these AI tools. You get to learn, and now you'll find that after sometimes maybe you have graduated from the software developer to a cloud engineer, or maybe you can end up being a DevOps engineer. There are other areas like security, which you can venture in, like cyber security and so forth, to make the system more secure. So at least gradually, if you want to escape the industry, that's how you can go. But still, also, if you want to place the bar a little bit higher, is where you find that you can create systems which are more intelligent. So don't be afraid of AI. Just take AI as a tool that can help you increase your production. That's what I mean. And start planning on making systems which are more intelligent, more advanced, which now are offering services which are far beyond. Like, for example, if you go to a SACCO and tell them that this system can help you to do loans approval and so forth, kuna those we call that emergency loans and so forth. The system can be able to do that, and the system also can be able to do the marketing. The system, all these kind of more intelligent kind of jobs, the system will be able to do that, because you can write algorithms which can be able to do that. So I hope you have learned something, and see you on the next one. Thank you.